I'm sure a lot of the people that interact with the Global Farmer Network are familiar with COP28, but how do you go about getting selected to be a speaker at COP28, and what are you speaking about?
I think it actually started with a lot of the agriculture technology areas, and then obviously Farmer Coach and Evan and I being out there speaking about farm management is probably what led to it. Don't get me wrong, we pick up a few haters talking about it too, because agriculture doesn't always like change, but at the same time, we think there's a lot more wins, and that's really what kind of went down the path. We ended up in a pilot project with some of the larger players in the agriculture industry in Canada, RBC and McCain's and Laws and Nutrien and the federal government, obviously, on sustainability and this theory of sustainability being tied to both the land and the financial statements. I mean, I always tell them it's real tough to go green if I'm in the red. So I spend a lot of time kind of talking about that. We got a fairly big project going on it right now with the Canadian Alliance for Net Zero Agriculture to hopefully guide federal policy. I always say that policy is my number one risk on my farm, and so we're trying to at least be leaders in that area and vocal on policy to either ensure bad policy doesn't happen, or if a version of it is going to happen, we have some influence on it. So I'll be talking on panels, with people like probably the Premier of Saskatchewan or the CEO of Nutrien or those types of companies on all the great things agriculture is already doing on the sustainability path. I think there's been a lot of media try and paint, agriculture is the villain, whether that be in fertilizer emissions or cow farts, right? And yet there's so many things that agriculture is doing a great job of, especially in Canada and in North America, that we're leading the world in, that we haven't told that story. And we can't expect the companies and the politicians to tell that story. Farmers have to. I mean, I think it goes right back to kind of Global Farmer Network's theory, right? So that, I'll be speaking on sustainable farming practices and what leading farms in the world, which many of them are in North America, are already doing, and that agriculture should be looked at as the solution that they're looking for, not the villain, the solution, and we should be partnering to get it there.